I'm not quite bringing back Sheriff Lotus for the evening, but I just want to say hello. I am in my cowgirl hat today, but today I felt like I needed to come on here for sure because there's a lot going on in my mind and my heart. And I don't know if anybody else is dealing with this feeling of loneliness. We had already covered this about, some of the symptoms of shifting from the 3D to the 5D and, depression, you know, uh, feeling disoriented, feeling lonely. All of these things are factors. So although we discussed it, it's still here, and it's hitting hard. So rather than sit with these feelings, and keep them bottled up, I decided to come on here, and it kind of made me think about some of the things I used to do. Thank you for the like, by the way. I appreciate that. Some of the things that I have been thinking about have covered a lot of the people that I've been talking to. So whether it is friendships or whether it's people that have come up to me and said that they were interested, not everybody has been wishy-washy, but for the most part, there have been a lot of wishy-washy people. So I just felt led to come on here tonight and talk to you guys, see how you guys are doing, and share my experience. Now, I did put in parentheses GLWM, which is Get Lit With Me. So, we used to do this thing back in the, old school days when I first started this channel in 2017. And I used to do this series called Smoke and Sip Saturday. Well, I think I'm going to start calling it Get Lit With Me, so whenever we want to do that, we can do it together. But I will say this, there have been a lot of things that have come to the surface today. I know I'm picking up on a lot of other people's emotions as well. And one thing that I cannot stand, hey, Edgar, one thing I cannot stand are wishy-washy ass people. And there are a lot of wishy-washy ass people, and it's like the ride or dies, the honest people, Edgar is one of them. We just got through talking about this. The majority of people that are supposed to be close to you and supposed to be your friend, they're the ones that hate the most. They're the ones that, are your arch enemies, period. And so, I just feel like now, I need to do something different with this feeling, right? There were a couple of people that I've been talking to, on a romantic level where they have expressed, wanting to take me out on a date. And then it goes from wanting to take me out on a date to not saying anything at all. So I'm just thinking, well, then why even go through all of that? Why waste my time, And so that was one of the things, especially when I talked to you guys about the person that I had blocked fairly recently. I forgot his story time name, but, I just decided at this point, I don't even want to allow them the chance to explain themselves. And I really don't, because I see, for example, I see a lot of people out here that are willing to show me love, show me support. And that's where my focus needs to be. And remember, we discussed in the last reading where people were just serving as simply distractions. So these distractions end up derailing you in some way, or they end up, kind of bringing your vibe down a little bit. And that's what I was noticing today. Pause, though. We're going to pause because I need to get this out. I know I have been picking up because I've been seeing certain names more so often lately. And so, I noticed that the people that I no longer talk to, the people that are blocked, I can feel that they have a problem with that. Guys, be sure to leave a like. Y'all already know how I feel about people watching me and the ratio being off. I want to see who's watching me because before I say anything else, no, we're not doing this today. Because I know that people are watching me. I know that people are, people that don't need to be watching me. They're lurking, right? And I don't want anybody lurking on my live streams anymore. So if you're lurking, then you're going to expose yourself. Everybody drop a like, because I see 6 people being silent haters right now, right? And there should be none of that, right? Because this is the Lotus Squad, right? Exactly. So my thing is, and you're absolutely right, Dara, I'm not going to be chasing anybody. I've already stopped that mentality a long time ago. But the people that continuously are lurking or trying to get past being blocked, they're causing a lot of problems, right? They're causing a lot of problems. They're sending a lot of psychic attacks, and we've already discussed all of that. But the thing that I'm picking up on is this deep inherent sense of feeling lonely, and we had kind of touched a little bit on how depression or depressed, the word itself, can sound like deep rest. And I was telling everybody to get rest. I've been doing that. I was relaxing today. I've been working on editing the rest of the readings, making sure they're ready to go. So all I have to do is just post, right? So my business is still handled and taken care of. There are 4 silent haters that I don't know what you're doing in here. I don't know what you're doing in here, but I would prefer if you left. I don't have time for this. Right? I also noticed that when I'm not silent anymore about my boundaries, when I make my boundaries clear, when I say no to certain people, now everybody has a problem. I've been playing GTA all day. Yeah, I might need to take a whack back at Sims. And Life Souls in Art, I don't know if you're on PS4, sweetie, but you can go ahead and add me at Mistress Lotus 888 if you ever want to play with me. But yeah, y'all already know I do that. That is my outlet. But I noticed even when I was playing that the feeling was still there. So, learning to differentiate between your emotions and other people's emotions are imperative at this time. But at the same time, we still have to feel our feelings, right? We still have to process and work through anything that may be a little bit unresolved. And so to the 6 people that haven't liked, I would like everybody to put in the comment section or in the chat section what the fuck your problem is. Can you explain to the class what's going on here? Because I don't see why I have to beg for likes. Right? And if you don't like what I'm asking, then leave. Right? These are the types of boundaries. This is just a mere example. These are the boundaries. You put your foot down and say, look, this is what I'm going to put up with. This is what I'm not going to put up with. And another thing I'm not going to put up with, besides the ratio, because you already know how I feel about that. But another thing that I'm not going to put up with is not only silent haters, but wishy-washy people. I cannot stand that shit. People make plans with you. I had someone from high school. You know what? I might as well just say what's on my mind. So someone from high school that I've never had an altercation or conflict with. And so he invited me out. Mind you, this person is an Aquarius. This is why I was telling y'all, I'm not trying to knock anybody who's an Aquarius in here, but when I tell y'all these story times, you're going to understand, right? And you know what? I did give this other dude a story time name. His name's Nutcase. But this other person, let's see what we're going to call him. We'll call him White Tower. We're just going to leave it like that because he'll know who he is. So he's an Aquarius, and he invited me out a week and a half ago. Mind you, I haven't seen this person in years. Then all of a sudden, the communication cuts. Just radio silence. Right? So I'm just like, okay, well then why even put yourself out there? Why even ask? If I want to meet up with you, if you know that you're not going to do it, I can't stand that. It's a waste. I can't stand. It's like, what the fuck is your problem? You're fake, yo. Leave me the fuck alone. Like, and it's the people that you would least expect. It's annoying, right? And so I'm keeping my cool. And, what I did was I followed up with him. This is something that I normally don't do. Most of the time I just block, right? Because I told y'all I was chief, fuck a hoe, a part of the block a hoe tribe, right? So usually I just stick to the customs of the block a hoe tribe and block bitches. But this time I was like, you know what? We've never had any conflict. This person has never made me feel, some type of way. Let me kind of give them a little bit of leeway. Let me give them the benefit of the doubt, right? So I contact this person and I'm like, I was like, so you invited me. Hold on, you guys. I was like, so you invited me out a week and a half ago. And I was just wondering what was going on with that, because your girl got other shit that she got to do throughout the week, right? Nobody's going to be sitting around, Doc, waiting for you to hit my line, bitch. It ain't working. It ain't working like that. And so I was nice about it, though, right? Because I'm not approaching this person to start an argument. That's not the goal, right? So I'm asking him basically what the fuck happened, right? Then he decides to send a recording of his voice, girl, talking about, oh, well, I just haven't really been meeting up with anybody, and and a lot of people seem to be dealing with their own stuff, and they're dealing with a lot of stuff, or making things out of nothing. So I felt like he was trying to sneak this. Right. So what are you trying to say, that I'm making something out of nothing because I'm confronting you about some plans that you initiated and that you also fucking flaked on? You have a problem with that? So you know what I said? And then he had the nerve to say, oh, well, I'm going to meet up with so-and-so though, today. So, there's that. So you just got through saying that you didn't meet up with anybody. You got all the excuses in the world. Then you want to kind of like sneak this and imply that, I'm noticing that a lot of people have their own shit that they're dealing with. Oh, I'm noticing that a lot of other people are making shit out of nothing. No, I'm not making shit out of nothing. You're the one that initiated the motherfucking plans, and you're the one that motherfucking has to answer to the motherfucker that you made plans with and then flaked on those plans with. The fuck? I'm so glad I came online today because I needed to talk about this. I've been sitting on this for a good minute because I was like, should I even acknowledge the nonsense? Should I even feature focus? I'm always preaching feature focus. You know what? No, fuck that. We're going to address it. Don't fucking make plans with me then, bitch. You could have let me know when you got here what was going on. I shouldn't have to go to you because you initiated the plans. Therefore, you need to contact somebody to let them know why those plans have not gone through. That's common motherfucking sense. I'm not understanding why people seem to be confused. Let me calm down. Because I know what he was trying to do with that little comment. So you know what I said? I said, oh, well, honestly, I have no clue what all you've said has to do with me. That has nothing to do with me. I was just wanting to know what was going on with the plans that you had initiated the other day. That obviously didn't go through, hence why I'm asking about it. Right? White Tower, right? Don't do me. Don't do me, man. Don't do that. Right? So moving on. There's another person. I just kind of touched on this topic. This person I also went to high school with. Mind you, another person I've never had any altercations with. I've never dealt with any negative energies. Newbies, if you're coming in, leave a like so you can show me that you're not silently hating right now or hate snooping, hate watching. Right? Likes also show support to the channel. I want to make sure that what I'm saying is not heard by people that don't matter. Right? Because I will sit here and run those motherfuckers off if I have to. Hit the like. Because This person I titled for his story time name as Nutcase. To the 3 people, fuck you. I just want y'all to know that. So Nutcase. Oh, still 3 people to the fuck you. We can make it 2 people or 1 person, but y'all need to come on with it because your girl is hype. I'm hyped tonight. Okay? I'm sipping. I'm smoking. I'm done. I'm done for the evening. Good day. Good evening, kind sir, kind ma'am. Okay? So, and I see Dara backing me up. I see Miss I backing me up. She don't even wait for me to say, hey guys, can you leave a like? They automatically do it. Y'all need to level up. Stop leveling down. There are some people around us in this moment that continue to level down, but we're going to move on to the 2 people. Fuck you then. Y'all can listen. I don't even care anymore. Thank you for your view if you over here hate watching it, hate snooping, and hate stalking, right? Because I know the reason why I'm saying this, guys, is because I can feel it. First of all, C-SPAN's name came up. And every time I've done a reading for myself thus far, there's been an issue with certain people that I've already decided I'm never returning to. They keep coming up in my readings. They're looking at me now. Stop looking at me, right? So I don't mean to yell at y'all, but your girl is hyped because I have been keeping a lot of stuff in. I need to stop doing that. So I decided to come on here tonight and chill with y'all because I love y'all. And this is something positive where everybody can vent. Even y'all can vent in the chat. But anyway, so Nutcase, back to him. He's a Capricorn Aquarius cusp. Birthday is January 19th. Some people may argue with the fact that, oh, that's not a cusp, it's the 21st. Okay, fuck it. The point is, he's a cusp. Capricorn Aquarius. And again, this person we have not had any conflict together. We have not had any, you know what I mean? There's been no drama, no gossip, right? And I actually never looked at him in a romantic way. And I'm drinking Miller Lite, girl. My favorite beers are Stella Artois, Miller Lite, and Michelob Ultra. But my top fave is Miller Lite for some reason. Don't ask me why. But back to Nutcase. So I've never looked at him in a romantic way, right? But I made a little joke while we were planning to spend 5 days together. And mind y'all, we spent all 5 days together. And we managed to do so without wanting to hurt, harm the other. Let's just put it that way. And it was actually fairly comfortable. We had, some drinks. We gamed a bit. We just talked. But one thing I will say before I get into the story itself is that I know he has a lot of problems. And I know that he is too weak. There are so many weak people around me that want to play me like I'm the weak one because of my kindness or because of what I've been through in life. But they got this shit backwards. That ain't nothing weak around here, bro. Right? So, and that's not to down him. That's not to down him at all because I still like this person. To be real with you, I'm actually quite disappointed that things couldn't turn out the way that I was hoping or even considering, because I'd made a joke with him while we were making plans. I was packing my bag. He was streaming on Twitch. And it seemed like we were really, he was being very interactive. He was flirty, blah, blah, blah. And I was actually attracted to his spirit, to his personality. And usually I'm like looking at the looks first. If a man has long hair, I'm going to clap them cheeks. And that's the problem with me. So I'm trying to stop clapping the cheeks for the long hair. And I'm starting to just look at the core and the soul of a person before I really just care about that surface shit. Because, the D ain't going to pay bills. The P ain't going to pay no bills. And you know what I'm saying? All the rest. The looks ain't going to pay the bills. The looks aren't going to give you anything of value. The looks can't be a good father or a good mother. You know what I'm saying? Those are not things that you base those qualities and character traits on. So anyways, I'm trying something new. And I was actually digging him. You know, he was really goofy. He was wild like me. And I was like, damn, finally somebody that I can like act the fucking plumb fool with without the bullshit. Because every time I do that, it's like people are like, oh, you know, you being like this, or oh, you know, they get all weird about it. But me and him, we could just sit there and crack jokes. You know what I'm saying? All day we could let our freak flags fly high. But the problem is he's fucked in the head. Nutcase. That's his name, girl. And it's unfortunate. Like, I'm not saying that in a derogatory, mean, hateful way. That's not what I mean, but I hate it because he said some beautiful things to me. He was like, any guy would be lucky to have you. And he said, do you know how hard it was for me not to like be like physically intimate with you? He was like, when you were drinking, and I know how I get when I drink. I can't help that. Right? Like, I'd be blacking out. I'd be hella friendly. But like, I respected him more because he didn't. And it shocked the fuck out of me. I've never known a dude to do no shit like that. What? I didn't feel like a part of me. I think my ego was feeling rejected, right? Because I'm so used to that kind of attention, although I don't like it, I don't welcome it. And what I mean by that kind of attention is sexual attention. But to see that as a man, he did not take advantage of me because he knew we were drunk. And even though I was making it, well, we both were making advances, you know, we did not act on it. And I think that's what's fucking me up the most about it, because it's unfortunate that when I told him about the stalking situation and, you know, people putting the N-word by my house and finding dead animals around my apartment and all these different fucked up things, people playing on my phone. They're still playing on my phone. All this crazy shit. And I'm telling him I need to get out of here. You know, I'm just trying to focus on doing me so I can do better. You know, I'm trying to focus more on my channel so I can really make something of myself, build my empire the way that I'm striving to, you know, and he understood. He understood where I was coming from. He understood, you know, he understood it from a spiritual perspective as well. And so that's what tripped me out even more. I was like, well, goddamn. Like, you didn't try and take advantage of me sexually. You actually listened to what I had to say. I didn't feel like you were judging me. You're telling me all these things about how you would marry me in a heartbeat, but then you got all scared because your mom once told you that if a woman started talking about marriage, you know, you should run from her. But my thing was, I was drunk, and I certainly wouldn't jump into any kind of commitment like that ever in my right mind, you know. And he was saying shit too along those lines. When I made the joke, I was like, marry me, because he did something on his Twitch, and I was just making a joke like, marry me, you know. And he was like, I would in a heartbeat. So you say things like that, but then you're wishy-washy, bro. You're wishy-washy. And then when you tell me to come to you, oh, you know, I want to be there for you. I'll get you a gun. You know, I'll get you this. Call me if something goes down. And then you start fucking talking in this voice. I don't know if you did it because you were drunk. I don't know if you did it because you are literally like clinically insane, nutcase, or if you were literally possessed. But when I was talking to him, I was getting chills. And that was the first clue. Then after that, he started talking in this different voice and talking in the third person and bringing up his traumas. And I was like, you know what? I don't have time for this. And I hated that I had to do this, but girl, I had to hang up and block him because then he sent me, like, after I hung up, he was like, he loves you. And I said, I love him too, which is, it's a little too soon to say that, you know, but I don't fucking know. So I was like, I love him too, but thanks to you, you know, you ruined that for him, or thanks to this, it's now ruined, basically. And so just to see that he did not fight for trying to at least communicate what was going on, trying to at least figure out what happened. Because I left a voicemail explaining myself and saying, this is why I can't do this with you. And I told myself I wouldn't do that. But I actually grew to like this person. And just to know that in my most vulnerable moments, I don't know if you were fucking with me or if it was real or what, but either way, it's fucked up. And so that's been in the back of my head. I'm thinking about C-SPAN because I know I'm going to have to make a video about that because there was domestic abuse involved with that. And I feel like I feel compelled that, I feel compelled to share my story with you guys. Because I know that I said Mistress Lotus comes clean, but that was so all over the place. I didn't really have the clarity and insight as to what was affecting me on the subconscious level at that moment when I made that video. So I feel like, and I'm starting to see a lot more people be open about their abuse stories and allowing it to get it off their chest, and also potentially helping other people that tune in to their content. So I decided that's the route that I need to take. And this is why I came on now, because I was supposed to be chilling, doing my thing. But I was like, you know what? If you keep sitting on this shit, it's going to eat you alive. So all these things, and then there's a situation with someone new. He's a Scorpio, right? And Edgar, I'm not talking about you in particular, so don't think I'm saying this is you. But he's a Scorpio, right? And what will we call him? We'll call him Satanism, since I found out that he's a Satanist. And that was also disappointing because it's like, damn, it's always something with somebody that I'm finally feeling like, hey, okay, this person's cool. Everything's going to be all good. Oh, never mind. Damn, right? So I'm just like, all right, I'm not going to be too judgmental on their beliefs because we all have different beliefs. But I also know to kind of look at it with the side eye because you know what I'm saying? Like, there are huge differences between our beliefs as well, which that can't work. I wouldn't be comfortable with that, no matter how good of a person that they are. Because my mission is to God. If I align myself with somebody that is not aligned with God, I'm a hypocrite. I can't do that. It doesn't feel right. So now I'm just like, but it's funny because he made a comment. He was like, damn, on one of my pictures. Then he edited it, bitch, and said, hail Satan. So first of all, mind you, he's a Scorpio. And I tell y'all all the time, although I have a Scorpio and Pluto, for some reason, we always have this weird dynamic where they start acting some kind of way. And I don't get why. I don't get where it's coming from. But that little slight change, like, why did you need to edit it? Why did you need to make that? I don't understand. Are you trying to hide something? That was the first thought that I got and the first feeling I got. Then he inboxed me and was like, hey, I want to go blah, this, that, and the third. Bird is the word. And now all of a sudden radio silence, just like White Tower, the Aquarius. They just, for some reason, people don't have any fucking common decency or etiquette. Hey, oops, I know that I made plans with you now. Let me go ahead and explain beforehand if it's not going to work out or if it's going to work out or not. It's simple. It's very simple. It's child's play. But for some reason, I'm the crazy one for asking why the fuck they're not walking like they talking, right? Because I'm trying to see something, right? Don't make me bring out Sheriff Lotus. I'm telling you, she wants to come out and start, zipping and zapping everybody that's been doing this shit. But I'll tell you what, I got to suck her back in. I got to suck her back in because I'm sick of this shit. Why are you playing with me? Why are you being sneaky? Why do you think I can't see what you're doing? Why do you think that I'm not feeling your energy? It's hard for me to be quiet about stuff like that. But I don't want to be all manly and be like, hey, let me initiate plans. Because I'm supposed to be the motherfucking one that's chased. I'm the motherfucking prize. I'm tired of people fucking treating me like a motherfucking afterthought. Bitch, you gonna learn today. I'm the motherfucking prize. Always have been, always will be. Stop with the bullshit in the games. Yeah, I'm nice. I like to crack jokes. But I'm not fucking stupid. And it's just irritating to me. Look how loud I'm getting, y'all. Yeah, I'm fucking pissed. Because what the fuck? I needed to let this shit out. I don't even know why I didn't let it out. I don't even know why I've been so quiet about it. Because I don't want to look all, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to look all, you know, oh, I don't want to be all like the Debbie Downer. I don't want to be, you know, always pushing shit on my viewers. I don't want to be that person. But man, I'm going to be real today. And I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of people saying they want me, but they won't fight for me. Motherfucker, you lost. You thoroughly lost. Because I don't see how the fuck you wouldn't see what you have in front of you. And for you to just let it slip by, you're fucking nuts. All of y'all are fucking tripping, bro. And you're also wasting my time, which is one of my biggest pet peeves. I don't get that shit. Stop with the wishy-washy shit. So now I'm feeling a little lonely about it. Now I'm feeling like, damn, I do kind of miss that companionship. And Poppy gives me that. You know, he's giving me a lot of love. Thank God for Poppy being here. I don't know what the fuck I would do if he wasn't. But I'm going to tell you what. I haven't been craving any sort of companionship, you know, lately. So where is this coming from? Then I started doing the readings. Then I started seeing what I was feeling. Then I started getting more disappointed because I already knew the answer was I'm going to have to keep to myself at the end of the day because most of these people are distractions anyway. And it's unfortunate because we're not on the same journey. And it sucks because I wanted things to go well. Because I'm so tired of fucking focusing on the past. I'm living in the present and focused on the future now. But now it's like, damn, I still got to shut people down. When am I gonna fucking finally just like let it be chill? Like, you know, I don't want to waste no more time. You can't get that back. Yeah, you can get your money back. Yeah, you can replace items. But you can't get time back, man. Life's too short for this bullshit. To be treating people like that. And it may seem minute to other people. Oh, okay, I didn't let you know why plans were canceled. But it's the principle of the matter. Let me know something. And then you over here talking about all these good things about me. Oh, you know, any guy would be lucky to have you. It's hard not to act on my impulses, you know, to just do you that night. And, oh, I really like you. And then you drop in the L word. Oh, he loves you, you know, and then you just give up. Fuck all y'all. Y'all sorry, bro. All of y'all are fucking sorry. And I don't know what it is about the Scorpios. And this does not go out to all Scorpios because I'm talking to another Scorpio right now. We've been talking for a while, actually, and he is a ride or die. And I feel like, you know what? I'm gonna try it out, and I'm gonna let it flow. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also paying attention to everybody else, and I'm noticing the common theme. There are just certain Scorpios, if they're not emotionally developed, or if they're not loyal, if they're not real, they're gonna be secretive. They're gonna do that little slick shit. You know what I'm saying? And mind y'all, I'm telling you, I'm a Scorpio Pluto. So please, y'all don't at me in the motherfucking comments and don't say anything talking about, oh, well, I don't do that. Listen, like I always say about what I say in my messages, if the shoe fits, then lace that bitch up. But if it doesn't, don't try and put it on. Okay? This is not Payless. We do not have a try-on section in this motherfucker. Either it fits or it doesn't. Okay? I'm just frustrated. Oh my God. I'm so good. And you know what? First of all, I just have to say I love y'all so much. Because thank you so much for listening to this. You know, I'm not going to lie. It has helped. Like right now, the feeling's gone. Suppressing feelings can be the most deadly thing you can do. And I'm still trying to unlearn what I was taught, the conditioning that has been imprinted upon me since a child to keep your emotions in and, never being able to express how you feel, or else you'll get, ostracized and, crucified for being a human, But that seems like a common theme in society in general, So it's like, why even talk about it? Because I don't, what's the point? That I'm going to look like I'm needy or clingy. I'm not trying to go out like that. We don't do that around here, Doc. Nah. Dara, it is not my job to help anybody evolve that's not trying to already evolve themselves. I've done that too much throughout my life. That is not my job. That is not my calling. My calling is to help people like us in the Lotus Squad that are already on our way to evolution. That's who I'm supposed to help evolve. If they continue to choose what they're doing, because again, we talk about choose and chose on this motherfucker, girl, you can take that responsibility if you want to, but that's not my responsibility to raise a man or a woman. I'm not their mom. Somebody actually tried to tell me when I told y'all about how I put a post up on Facebook talking about how I was downtown and some dude touched my ass, and it really fucking irked me. It pissed me off. No cap. Like, it pissed me the fuck off. But there were police standing right there. They saw what happened, and Metro Police, and they did nothing. Right? Then I had the people on the comment section trying to tell me, oh, well, maybe you're supposed to explain to them, or maybe you hit them back. I'm not supposed to do any of those things. I'm not supposed to raise a man or a woman. That was their parents' job. Looks like they're not doing their job either, because the police were also not doing their job, because I shouldn't have to hit somebody back. I should be being protected and served. But that didn't happen either. So it's looking like a lot of people are not doing their job, and they're wanting me to clean up their motherfucking mess and do their job for them. But that's not what I'm going to do anymore. No, ma'am, no, sir. I have taken a personal oath that I will never do that again. If he can't if his mama couldn't do it, what makes us think that we can't? So, girl, I've been there, done that, and we ain't doing it again, baby. I don't need a refresher course. No, I love you. I know what you're trying to say, but baby, that's not my job. My job is to worry about me and the squad. That's it. And my son, obviously. Poppy is a part of me, so that's a given, but I just wanted to make that clear, That's the only responsibility I have to anyone. If they can't see my worth, if they can't see their own worth, if they can't do the work, then how the fuck am I going to help them with shit? How am I going to help them evolve? And that's why I'm feeling lonely on some level, because I know deep down that it starts from within. And no matter what I say, what I do, how long I invest, it will only turn out the way it always has. Me feeling like I've given all of myself for nothing. We're not doing that ever again. I did it for 7 years, baby. I'm not going to do it for another motherfucking day. And I think that's where the loneliness is truly coming from, because it's a disappointment. It's like, damn, I had high hopes for this. And now I have to face the reality of things, right? I'd love to pretend to not see what I'm seeing, but that's also a waste of time. And it was interesting that you say that, Dara, about our light being too strong. Maybe you are right, because I can't, how am I supposed to know how I am viewed by other people, right? So I'm always curious about that, because there have been many people to tell me that they felt something around me. They feel this energy. They can't put it into words. They don't even try, though. That's the thing. I asked them to try because I'm genuinely curious. And there was one man in particular when I was at the House of Blues. We'll call him Blue Eyes. So Blue Eyes came up to me, and he was really cool. He was talking about his journey of, along his path of shamanism. He was talking about how it scared him. And I was telling him, don't be afraid of that. And it opened my eyes to the fact that my interest in that, it came to me in the form of an earth angel. And basically it was just further confirmation that is supposed to be a part of my journey. But I was talking to Blue Eyes, and Blue Eyes was just telling me about his experiences. And I remember him just repeating multiple times that his hairs were standing up on his arms. His beard hairs he was feeling energy go through his beard hairs. And you know, your hair is basically like antenna, like, you know, how an ant has antenna or butterflies have antenna, you know, that's what our hair is. And so it's interesting that he was feeling my energy that intensely. So I really wanted to pick his brain and see what he felt, because I was explaining to him that some people are really intimidated by me, and I'm not even trying to be. I'm just trying to fucking chill. Like, you see how I'm just trying to chill and talk right now? Like, that's all I'm trying to do. It's not an argument. It's not a brag. It's none of those things. I'm just being me, and I'm just trying to fucking chill, man. That's it. I don't want to talk about small talk. I don't like to have my time wasted, and I don't like broken promises. I want something real, and if you can't live up to that, well, oh well, because I'm gonna call you out when you don't. With no fucks given. But what I don't understand, and look, I just got solid black. Yeah, hey, can y'all can see me now, right? Y'all can see me still, right? Y'all can see my smile. All right, I'm back. I'm using this bootleg ass flashlight for my phone because I don't feel like setting up that damn ring light right now, girl. I'm being ghetto as hell tonight, but I don't give a damn because this was an impromptu stream anyway. This was to talk about all this shit that I'm feeling. If y'all are feeling lonely, y'all need to break down, vent in the chat. Vent in the motherfucking chat so y'all can get it out too, however y'all need to, because I swear I feel better. And if you want some context, you can go ahead and reverse it and just listen to everything that was said, because I'm not going to repeat it. Oh, that's too much effort? Well, then take the effort to back your ass up out of here and stop talking, because I don't have time. I don't have time to play with you. Matter of fact, here, let me help you. Goodbye. So anyways, moving on. Worrying about what matters. You see how I just did that? See? This is what I'm talking about. I don't have time. You feel what I'm saying? Just little shit like that. Dumb shit. Preschool shit. You know what I'm saying? Remedial shit. It's like, come on, bro. What is the purpose? But my thing is, once you let this shit out, it feels so much better. And this is why I was saying a lot about speaking your truth. That is the only way that you guys can release the bitterness, the resentments, any negative energy that you may be holding on to. You must speak your truth, even if you feel like they wouldn't even understand, even if you feel like it would be a waste of time. Do it anyway, even if you want to just write it. Write a poem out of it, make a song, or just simply write exactly verbatim what's in your head and how you feel. Just write it. That's what I usually do. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I haven't did it today. And I'm glad I came on here, because if I didn't come on here, I would have just been wallowing in those feelings and never having realized that I need to get back on the writing. That's also helpful. This is also another medium that I could use, just coming on here and saying it live, which is a little bit easier, you know. I'm already turning up, turn up. Hey, 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 yes, forgiveness is the way to go. And that's the thing. Like, we all reach that point in our own time, and it comes in stages. You know what I mean? The stages of grief, the 5 stages of grief. I forget the order that they're in, but guys, go check it out. Go look it up. The 5 stages of grief. All I know is the final stage is acceptance. And that's where I'm at finally. There's no more sadness. There's no more anger. There's no more trying to change it. None of that other stuff. But that frustration, that energy I was seeing in the cards lately, that's what that is. Maybe some things that have been unspoken or have been left unsaid. Things that have been left unacknowledged. Bottom line. But if you guys are feeling lonely, just remember, we are still discovering our tribe here. The Lotus Squad continues to grow each and every single day. The more y'all like, comment, and share, the more we can get these messages out there, the more we can attract more of our tribe. How many of you guys would like to see a reading? I can still read because I was debating whether I should do it or not. Matter of fact, while y'all make a decision, this is what we're gonna do. Let's put on a little bit of music, a little ambiance. Oh, girl, you tripping. Hold up, y'all. No wonder. I was like, where's the sound? Okay, here we go. Motherfucker, you sit back and shut up. You understand? If you want to request a song, pay me, bitch. I'm gonna just keep blocking all you motherfuckers with one letter names. Tell me something else again and get blocked. Hey, Gemini empath. 22. Just chilling, me and you. Just chilling with the crew. Everybody do what you do. Don't let somebody tell you what the fuck to do. Just be you. Stay true to what you believe in. And don't let nobody deter you from your dreams. And keep your mind focused on the fucking prize. Understand with your eyes and your third eye. They don't lie. Don't even let these people be a surprise because they always sit around gossiping and telling lies. Hey, I'm illuminated every single day. Hey, best believe I'm not the one you want to try and play. Hey, I'm illuminated every single day. Hey, best believe I'm not the one that you want to try and play. Everybody don't understand, I see through the bullshit. Every day they coming up to me with their bullshit. Everybody on the same tip with their nonsense. Everybody don't understand that I like my incense and I chill and smoke a blunt and I don't give a fuck cause I do what I want and I don't stunt. I just try to be me unapologetically every single day so you can feel me. Don't ever deny what you see with your eyes and what you feel in your heart. No, that ain't no lie. So don't try to come around and try and bring me down. Cause when I go around, everybody be smiling at me when I'm fucking hitting the rhymes every single day. Staying in your face, fucking blowing up every day. Don't ever confuse what I say. Just understand I love y'all anyway. Hey, hey. I'm illuminated every single day. Hey, best believe I'm not the one that you bitches wanna try and play. Hey, I'm illuminated every single day. Hey, best believe I'm not the bitch that you wanna try and play. Every day I be laying you hoes down on the ground. I'm a wicked clown. When you hear my fucking sound, you know that you gotta bow down. Hey, cause Mistress Lotus in your face. Put them in their place. Hey, Lotus Squad chilling in the fucking cut. Just chilling with people like me. And we like, what's up? Everybody know I got beer in my cup. And we know, hey, that we always stay young. Cause we got our fucking angels chilling in the back. Our fucking angels chilling in the back. Hey, our fucking angels chilling in the back. Understand that? Okay. This is my first whole song freestyle. You're welcome. That was cool. I wasn't even nervous that time. Hey, we gonna start doing that shit. That's tight. Anyway, let's be said. What the heck? What the heck? What, girl? I was just doing a freestyle as a break before we get into the reading. Unless you were talking about these one letter ass people coming in, then yeah, I understand your what the heck. I'm trying to figure it out too, girl. I'm thoroughly lost. There was some fuckery. I'm not quite sure what exactly you mean by that statement, because that could apply to many different things, many different occurrences. Not you love some, yeah, girl. I was wondering if that's what you were talking about. I don't know what it is either, baby girl, but you know what? Fuck it. There's always some trolls that end up coming in my... Have y'all noticed they haven't been coming in as often, though? Because, like, they don't want to get embarrassed. And they know that it's not stopping me from coming live and posting videos. And it's weird because I don't see any other tarot reader, you know what I'm saying racial slurs and all this other stuff in the chat. So it's like, why are y'all, you know what I mean? Why do y'all come in here doing little shit like that, or coming in here and trolling in general? Who sent y'all? Because a lot of readers are calling bullshit. Okay, go ahead and elaborate on that, Gemini Empath, because I've been kind of like, what I try and do when it comes to my channel, I end up comparing myself to other people if I stay too focused on somebody else's plate and I'm watching their shit all the time. So I just try to focus on developing my own abilities. And so I have been out of the loop when it comes to what's going on amongst tarot readers. Yeah, I feel like I kind of started that movement. I'm not trying to be cocky, you guys, but have you noticed that ever since I started mentioning this shit, now all of a sudden everybody else wants to start mentioning it? This is how I feel with certain stuff. Like, and it's not that like I'm a know-it-all or I know everything. That's not what this is about, because I don't know everything. But I called that shit a long time ago because it came through the cards. Y'all remember that shit? I was like, yo, like, I just keep getting this feeling like somebody's going to they're going to fall from grace. They're going to fall from their fucking throne. Everybody's going to start seeing that somebody's just not, they're off. Oh, okay, damn. Okay, fuck you, Gemini Empath. I'm just playing, not literally. Damn, every time. You know what's funny? It happened just like this. Like when I was starting making GTA 5 skits, I thought I was the first one to come up with that until I started seeing all the other people that already had millions of followers and already had like a big, you know what I'm saying, skit thing going. And I'm like, fuck. It's what? Like, just let me have this, bro. Hi, James. You caught me at like a really exciting time. I hope you're doing well. Oh, I already knew that, Dara. You remember when I was talking about the air sign and I said I'm not going to say any names? I also know what goes on with astral projection with that person as well. Demonic activity. But I kept it classy. I was like, I ain't gonna say no names, but I keep seeing this air though. You know what I'm saying? You know, that could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So you know what I'm saying? Don't shoot the messenger. Well, then you know what? I'm so glad I came on. This is what we need to do then, everybody. Everybody, even who's watching the playback. If you feel like you need to put it out there, speak your truth to the public, even get the police involved, really get your justice, you need to do it and do it now. Because maybe that's been the only thing that's been blocking us, is because we stay silent about certain things or allowed other people to get away with things for so long, but not anymore. Yes, Dara, I love you, girl. Return negative energy back to sender 100-fold, though. That's what I'm saying. And you know what's funny? I see shit. It's a trip. It's a trip. I keep seeing a lot of red now. That means like goodness is coming in. There's still a little bit of black here and there, you know, white as well, but a lot of red. So red is triumphing over the black, which means that any curses, hexes, and this even goes for generational curses. I included that in the reversal spell itself. Y'all don't realize that y'all chanting along with an actual separate spell that y'all didn't hear or see. You know what I'm saying? So return negative energy back to sender 100-fold, though, is like really, it's shocking me that it's, first of all, working so quickly, because this is not a Netflix show. You know, things don't, it's not like you can go, Wingardium Leviosa, or whatever the hell she says, and just everything happens, you know. But the fact that it's helping other people as well, I truly feel blessed about that. So anybody who feels blocked, or, you know, you feel like you just feel like something's on you, you know, and people are just kind of looking at you like, oh, you're crazy, you know, just trust your gut and go check out my live streams that have reversal spell chant in the title. It could be in parentheses or whatever somewhere, but just check it out. And also, Hanuman is the enemy of black magic. Those combined will do wonders. I don't use Kali just because I've learned a little bit about her. I just choose to stick with God, Archangel Michael. Kamala obviously is a Hindu goddess of creation, fertility, and wealth. Sarasvati, Oshan, Isis, Nefertiti. Somebody once told me I had a Nefertiti complex, which I didn't. I was like, what? What is that? I was like, nobody's ever told me anything like that. What the fuck does that mean? So I had to look her up. And Kamala is actually I need to look this up because sometimes I mix it up. Sarasvati and Lakshmi are two different goddesses. I love Hanuman. Let me see. Because Kamala is supposed to be an avatar, and this is where I get Mistress Lotus from. Also Greek gods and goddesses. So that's Echo, Narcissus, Icarus. Of course, Isis was one of those as well, I believe. Let's see. So she's the one with the lotus, you guys, obviously, right? Hold on, let me see. I believe Mahavidya. Great wisdom. So that reminds me of Minerva, which is a Greek goddess of wisdom. Okay. She is a form of Parvati. Who's Parvati? Let's see. And I actually, guys, it's interesting. I learned recently that I actually do have Indian blood, but it's Muslim. I think Muslim's different from Hinduism. I don't know. I'm not very well educated on it, but I think it's interesting because I've always been drawn to it, drawn to like their beliefs. Okay, y'all. Look, I'm over here on Google for real. She's Shiva. Oh my God. What? I had completely different information in my head. So Parvati is the wife of the Hindu god Shiva, the protector, the destroyer of evil, and regenerator of the universe and all life. She is the daughter of the mountain king Himavan and Queen Mena. Parvati is the mother of Hindu deities Ganesha, Kartikeya, Ashoka Sundari. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But hold on. Is Parvati a Kali? Since someone mentioned that, let's see what it says. It says Shiva's consort is Devi, the mother goddess. Devi has taken on many forms in the past, including Kali, holy shit, the goddess of death, and Sati, the goddess of marital felicity. Her best known incarnation is Parvati, Shiva's eternal wife. Hindus believe Shiva and Parvati live in the Kailash mountains in the Himalayas. Wow. Okay, so hold on. So basically Kamala is like the daughter. No. She's the wife. Okay. I got it. Like I'm sipping and smoking. I'm not even keeping up. But do y'all see how like, and this, mind you guys, this is where Mistress Lotus Tarot and the Lotus in general came to be. It's interesting. Because Kamala itself means she of the lotus. So, Mistress Kamala, Mistress Lotus. The reason why I'm called Mistress Lotus is because I dominate these readings, B. Right? That's pretty good, right? I thought you were... Yeah, Dara, I have a lot of different ancestry along my bloodline. My grandfather actually told me about the Spanish, Native American, and white parts, surprisingly. I'm not saying that it's a big part of me, but yes, we do have Ethiopian. You do realize Haile Selassie was mixed race, but in order for him to rule, nobody could know that, or else he wouldn't have been able to have dominion over Ethiopia. So when I found that out, because just the way he looked, it just... you could see it in his face, like you black, but you something, there's something else. So he is in fact half Indian. So if you are also of his bloodline, like you said last time, you have it too. Educate yourself, girl. And the only reason is I have no problem being a black woman in society. That's not the problem. I just like to learn about my bloodline because it helps me understand other people's cultures a little bit better. It also kind of spiritually ties me to these things, and it helps me learn about myself a little bit more. It's kind of like finding a missing puzzle piece as to why you can't quite fit in culturally, socially, and all these different things. But one time I saw an Ethiopian man, a Valero girl, and I could just tell. I was like, you're Ethiopian. And I was like, I have Ethiopian too. And he's like, oh, really? What was his name? Abi? I like it. Abi. Abi, what's going down, dog? See, but here's the thing, Dara. Okay, listen. So I heard something where, and maybe you guys can help me with this. I heard something where Kali takes something from you if you ask of something. And so I choose to just use Archangel Michael. I've even kind of come into Christ again on some level. Rather than like the biblical text aspect of it, I feel like I'm more in the Christ consciousness. But I am also other things. I read about other beliefs. I incorporate what resonates with me, and I combine them all into one, and that's basically what my my religious beliefs are. It's just like a melting pot. So, and you know what? Like, it explains so much. When I watch, like, okay, you know, when you guys watch a TV show, right? And you can always find like that specific character that, like, this is who I resonate with. This is me. If this were me in the show, me, I'm like all the characters, male and female. And this is what led me to kind of like feel like, okay, I don't look the same, like I don't like I don't know how to explain that part, but like what appealed to me, it was just so broad. And it's like, why can't I fit in with the Black community? Black people have always teased me. They can be kind of mean. And I know I'm a little out there and I talk too much sometimes and I'm high energy sometimes and people are just like, damn, but it's just me, Right? I don't know. Girl, I'm losing my gangsta with every sip. All right. That's not true. Don't believe that, y'all. I'm just fucking around. So I'm gonna do this reading because I'm curious to see what what the angels have to say for the collective. Um, you know, hmm, hmm, hmm. Come up here. Come say hi. You got it. I saw that too. Come here. Baby. Really? Come on now. All right. Okay. I noticed that too, Dara. Who the fuck is that? Just block him. Girl. Oh, okay. 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 much kissing? Okay. Rootin' tootin' bootin' scootin'. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's feeling fine tonight. I decided that, you know what, before I end the stream this evening, I feel like I need to bring out Sheriff Lotus. I know I've been kind of holding back a little bit when it comes to my creative expression, but today I've got to make something clear here. Y'all listening? Are y'all all perking your ears up? Because what I'm about to tell you is going to shock your shit. It's going to snatch your wig. You dig? Right? Get ready. Because Sheriff Lotus comes out when it's time to fucking slay those narcs. And for those of you who don't know, now you know. This is no toleration zone. Wait, no. Hold on, let me do that again. We're a no tolerance zone. That's what I meant to say. I also have my deputy, and that's Professional Lotus. That's usually the one that, you know, she's formal, she does her thing. But I just slay knocks. I don't give a fuck how I look. I run the town. I shot the sheriff, but I didn't shoot the deputy. Why they gotta keep taking shots at me, man? Because I'm the sheriff? That's fucked up. Right? Look, and the light goes off. Damn. All right, y'all. Let me do this. Exactly. No narc zone. No narc zone. Buy her. Girl, have you seen it? That's my favorite mug. I got it at the house, girl. Look, I'm at the house talking about I got it at the house. So let's see what we have for the collective, you guys. I'm not going to make this too long. I'll keep it short and sweet. I smell a psychic attack. I don't feel it right now, man. Like, I'm just chilling, shuffling cards. Like, we identified, the bullshit energy in the room. But if we fixate on it, that's what we become. So, we've got to shuffle this deck. We need to focus on what spirit needs to say to us. So let me ask the cards, girl, because you distracted me. You're messing up, Gemini empath. You're going to need to shape up or ship out, girl, because you're throwing me off. I need you to relax. All right, gods and goddesses. What messages do you have for the collective, all zodiac signs? Give me a Celtic cross, please. Show me what we need to see. My phone just lost feed. Okay, well, just back out and come back in if necessary. Full moon reading? Hell yeah. Well, I guess this is kind of like the day after. Same difference, though. You're right, James. They say that the full moon's energies last 1 to 2 days, maybe 3 days. I'm not quite sure how long. One of the two. 1 to 2 or 1 to 3. So anyways, no, it's not. Full moon is tonight. Well, thank goodness that I took care of my business when I did rather than after the fact, right? Shit, that's good news. Interesting. Because on this full moon, this is what we got so far. Can you see it? 6 of Wands reversed, baby. See, that's such a loaded card right now. Like, why did it have to hit me like that? Right? Yo. I want you to take a look at this so far. The spread hasn't even been laid out yet, bitch. And this is what we have. So I already see what's going on here. We're keeping quiet about our successes. And if we know that we're winning, we're not bragging about it. We're just being about it. You feel what I'm saying? So there are some people that are coming at you with this over, you know, over the top, egoistic kind of vibe from them. They feel like someone's feeling like they're not getting enough attention. They're not getting enough attention, right? Someone feels like people aren't grateful for what they do for them because they know that they're abundant here and stable. They know that they're in the upright, they're balanced, they handle their business. They're about their business. And it could specifically be an earth sign. You can have earth in your charts. Or some of you could be dealing with a Virgo or a Taurus or Capricorn here, where this energy is very prevalent. Somebody is just somebody's getting dethroned. That's what I'm saying. And the way that it looks to me as I'm looking at her and looking at this card, it's like Anubis is looking back, at her, and she's looking this way. So I feel like there are a lot of people here that are looking at us and feeling like we're not really giving them the attention that they would like, or, there's just an insecurity issue. And with that Queen of Pentacles upright, that just goes to show that we're on the right track. We're doing what we need to do for us, and if it looks like a duck and tastes like a duck, it's a duck. Right? Our attitude's not the same. They can tell. They can tell in the way that we respond or the lack of response. They can tell when we are coming from a place of authority. Coming into our own. Focusing on our foundations. Becoming a boss. We boss hogging. Because we've been here already. We're coming out of this energy where we may have felt like things are just not going in our favor. But this cycle's now complete and the wheel is shifting in our favor. We start to experience these little hidden gems throughout life when it comes to opportunities or establishing success, building an empire, Somebody has too much fire in their belly and they express it through this ego-based, emotionally stunted, cold, kind of calculating individual, because I see it paired with the Emperor. Some of us could be dealing with an Aries or a fatherly figure here. It could be your father, or, if you guys have children, the father of your children. However it applies. And you know what they say about fire is you play with fire and you get burned. Right? We're tending to our garden here, though. This is why we can't be bothered with somebody needing to have their ego stroked all the time. We can't be bothered with appealing to other people's, vision of things or their preferences, their beliefs, whatever. We're doing our own thing. Each and every single day, we're making effort towards aligning ourselves with our goals and taking action to achieve it. Some of us could be involved in an apprenticeship here, maybe with a tattoo parlor or, piercing or just some sort of class, master class comes to mind. I like how this looks. I've never noticed this before. This cross in between. It's like the last read where I said there's levels to this shit. There you have it. We're climbing up the ladder is what that looks like to me. And we're in the upper part. We're not here anymore. We're every single day getting higher and higher. There's some unexpected news coming in regarding a fatherly figure here or your father. There could have even been something unexpected that occurred at work here. Hmm. I'm gonna cut this deck. I need to cut the deck right here because I'm all kinds of mixed up by the energies I'm picking up on that. So two cards made themselves known, so I'm gonna go with it. Dare I say three? Okay. Oh me, oh my. Oh me, oh my. Here we have the lovers. So there's Gemini energy coming up. Definitely this energy where, there are a lot of people involved. Someone likes to juggle them all. Keeps things interesting for them. Someone's in between wanting to choose someone that strokes their ego or choose someone that they actually have to work for that doesn't stroke their ego and makes them look at themselves in the mirror in order to, improve themselves, right? Because look at how this angel right here is like this choice was chosen by God, the angels, directly. Then there's this other one that's just to make them look good. They're all worried about appearances, and now that we've reached this crossroad in our lives, we know which way we have to go. We know which way we want to go. But there are some things that I see need to play out because there are levels to this shit, but there are also processes to the shit. See, and there are also lies with this shit. So I see some watery energy coming up as well. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This could refer to a love offer as well, where there's just been a lot of lies. Everything that they told you about themselves, they were all lies. Everything that they went through, all of their traumas, you know, while we're really suffering through our own traumas, all of it was a lie. This person is extremely jealous. They're moody. because they get really jealous really easily. They have a pride issue here. And they have a lying issue here. This is like a pathological liar. This is somebody that could charm the panties off of anyone, fairly easily. But they're a liar. They're a cheater. They don't follow through. This is someone not coming through. Someone's not taking action. And I feel like this lack of support is because of this deep-seated envy or jealousy that this person is experiencing, and while being in our presence, or while having to look back at what's been done in the past. They knew that they weren't representing themselves accurately. And it's very hard to come to terms with the fact that maybe some of us have fallen in love with a lie. But we're breaking free from these lies. This is in the very foundation, the Seven of Swords reversed. But there's still a lot of things on our minds about this energy here. Now that we're free, it's like we're still kind of getting used to not having to hold that burden every day, so it's like, it's an adjustment. Mentally, we may be a little bit trapped here. We're getting led to the point to where we're kind of feeling stuck or bound to some of this. But the person that is being deceptive, that cheated, that lied, that stole, they're feeling guilty now. They're looking back on all of this because now someone is hitting rock bottom and it's very plain for everyone to see. The advice is not to work with anyone at this time. No matter how ready you feel, or no matter how good someone looks on the surface, because I'm feeling like with this Knight of Chalices reversed, all that glitters is not gold. Some of us could be surrounded by people in general that are not being very supportive, the people that are supposed to be supportive. Somebody that says, all the right things to get what they want and then leave. Or they're codependent in some way. The advice is clear as day. We need to take some time to focus on ourselves because there seems to be a lot of people that seem to think that they know what's best for you better than you do, which couldn't be further from the truth. So with this kind of energy, or just with people that are not on our same level, and you know it deep down, no matter how fine they are, no matter how this, how that, we need to not build with anyone at this time and just build upon what we have established ourselves. We need to plan a little bit better as to what we're going to do to work around these energies. This is wild because look at this. The Knight of Swords, so now we have air energy coming up. We already said Gemini, so Libra, Aquarius. There's somebody that just moves very quickly. There could be someone here that could be really angry or just like really hot-headed. You know what I mean? Anger issues comes to mind. And so we've moved quickly to cut it off and move forward here. We're done listening to them whisper these sweet nothings in our ear just to turn around and slap us in the face with it. We're standing our ground. Hello, Molly. Nice to see you. Now I see that the more we continue to stand our ground, put our foot down, stand firm in what we believe in, what we're striving towards when it comes to our goals, when it comes to, you know, our passions, our dreams, continue to stand firm, even if you have to stand alone. We talk a lot about this. So there were a lot of moments where we've shed tears here. You know, we may have given out a lot of our money to other people just to have them not even reciprocate. Divorces, breakups, feeling like you had no one to turn to, although everyone else could turn to you. This is what I see. When you needed people the most, they cut out, especially family. Some of us are becoming more aware of why that is a factor in some of these patterns we may have found ourselves in. But these people surrounding us, they're in two minds. They don't know what they're going to do because there's nothing left for them to say. We've already set up barriers just in case there's incoming opposition, just in case we need to stand our ground and protect and defend what's right. There's going to be opposition. There's going to be a lot of double-mindedness and double speaking, contradicting themselves, not knowing which way to go, not making a decision. They'd rather just sit there and juggle it as long as they can, or just sit in place as long as they can out of fear. I see some player ways in this energy. I'm just saying. I had to say it. I see some player ways, girl. And that Eight of Pentacles coming back out is further confirmation that you need to keep going and doing what you're doing, because what you're doing is the right thing to do. Because Nine of Chalices, this is the hey bitch card, right? All that you've been praying for, all the seeds that you have planted, everything that you have been striving for will come true. Abundance will flow into your life freely. You will start to maintain your happiness, create better protection spiritually, and even within your auric field. Now you're learning not to absorb what other people are projecting. You're not allowing that to seep into your psyche either. Staying focused is the secret to this. And it's okay to change your mind, and it's okay for other people to change their mind. But there are ways to go about communicating that. You know what I mean? Communication is key. And so that's why somebody could be left feeling like this. There's definitely an immaturity issue, for those of us dealing with the, fire sign, Aries or Sagittarius here. Play your ways. They're not looking to commit. There's some things we've been kind of putting on hold for this, these kind of people, because they are just simply distractions, and it's bringing about a lot of frustration. Some of us can be frustrated about our financial situation currently. We're not where we want to be. We may be able to pay off everything that we need to pay off, but we feel like we're not where we need to be or where we want to be. And some of these things concerning childhood, um, revisiting these things, dealing with living situations we're trying to get away from, making changes, all the different conflicts we've gone through, and all the while just trying to keep up with the day to day. I feel like there's been a little bit of pessimism here. This type of person is very pessimistic, but the maturity level isn't there either. You know, Show me this wheel reversed. So something's going on in the family for sure, within the home. Everything. We're making money. We're getting the bag. But there are some other things concerning that just it just seems like things are suddenly changing in a positive way for us, yet there's still a situation where somebody is hitting rock bottom at the same time. It's weird. The fall of Troy comes to mind. I don't know why that came to mind, but maybe there's some relevance there. Um, we're avoiding a third party situation for sure. As long as we focus on friendship and just enjoy our time with new people we may come across, and just continue to focus on our goals and leave it like that, I feel like we'll be good. Some of us may be fearing that someone has triangulated us or is currently triangulating us. We could be dealing with a situation where now we're getting more financial opportunities because we're being more artistic and creative. We're getting into um, what ignites our passion. Show me the Six of Wands reversed. So I see the Hermit. A lot more cards wanted to come out, but here we have the Queen of Swords reversed, the Hierophant reversed, and the Hermit upright. And so I see some of us are definitely dealing with some air for sure. That's coming in pretty strong a little bit. This person is cold-hearted, cold-blooded, um, very sharp with their words and actions. Um, Someone that may have been widowed or has been alone for a long time because of her ways. There could be a situation here where, again, family issues. Someone's viewing someone as very shrill. There's definitely that with the Hierophant reversed right there, like we just got through talking about a little bit earlier. Spiritual advisors that are definitely they're doing the game all wrong. And a lot of us are starting to take on this energy here. We're ready for something new in every sense of that energy. We're ready to birth new artistic ideas. We're ready to find new homes, new love, new everything. But yet we're being more cautious with these offers, especially in matters of the heart. We're not telling everybody everything, and we're not telling people anything until we've already done it. Rather than saying, "Oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do," we're just gonna do it, and then if they find out, they find out. We're not even telling anybody anything. We're celebrating our successes silently. If there's still somebody, especially within the family as well, that's like this person could be very violent and volatile, hostile, verbally abusive. Someone feels like their kindness has been taken for weakness, and maybe they're finally just snapping. Someone wants out of a living situation, wants out of a marriage, out of a commitment in general, even if it's just like a boyfriend or, you know, someone wants out. Show me the Emperor. This is juicy. The Fool. So I like how this is continuing to come up in the upright. Now we are taking that leap of faith. They're both looking forward the way that they're laid out, because this is clarifying the Emperor. We're stepping into our authority. We are maintaining our power, our integrity. We are remaining focused, grounded. We call the shots. Pays the cost to be the boss. And we paid the cost 3 times over. So now we're looking towards the future. A Gemini could be looking forward to something with us, or we are looking forward to something with them. I also feel like there's this feeling of like this excitement, like something that we may not have felt before or in a while. Maybe we felt it before, but we haven't felt like that in a while. And yet there's still something going on in the background where it's all a bunch of lies. Look at this. See, I'm using my ghetto light, y'all. Bear with me, okay? All right, here we go. Bam, I'm back. Look. This situation is not going anywhere. It's nothing but disappointment. It's nothing but sadness and just feeling like there's nothing to work towards anymore. Someone likes to be emotionally manipulative as well, because they know how to be very seductive, but it's all for the wrong reasons. So it's a false charm. Someone's finding that out. Show me show me the lovers. I was like, show me Gemini. Show me the lovers. Hello, Lakia. Also, I'm glad that you joined the chat. That reminds me, there was something that you wanted to tell me. My information is in the description box. You can let me know because I've been very curious. So show me the lovers. So we have the 4 of chalices. I like that. I feel like we're going inward and we are just not really focused on what's on the table right now. We know that there's still some inner work that we need to continue to do. We feel better meditating on things before we give a final answer. We like to make sure that we have healed ourselves before we offer our hearts to anyone else. And with this as well, we're surrounded by some insecure people here, because someone's so focused on their past, their regrets, that they cannot see the present, nor can they see the future. They're just stuck, aimlessly wandering throughout life. And this is something that I feel like I've been picking up a lot of when it comes to that empathic ability, the telepathic ability as well. Like, I can't help that. Those are abilities I know that I already have within me, so I'm going to feel it regardless of whether the soul tie is severed or not. It's still going to be there. So I feel like there's a situation where someone may be going or keeping to themselves a lot more. Could be an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Um, the way that she's looking back on some family issues is what I'm seeing. Looking back on things concerning the living situation, trying to figure out ways to get out of this and create more abundance for oneself. Um, and I feel like to be able to move forward at our best, we realize that we need to just shut her down. Close the door. Don't even go back through that door. Don't even go to doors that you don't want to go to. Just close the door. Because someone already has. And I'm feeling like it's to the ladies out there. Y'all doing your thing. But I'm just saying, like, this is a very abundant energy regardless, stable. But she's standing on her own. The sun shines down upon her. And I feel like she's blessed by the heavens. You know what? Some of you guys may need to look up Nefertiti. Maybe you guys may find some um, resonance with what you may find. Show me the Knight of Chalices reverse, because I'm curious about this little, false charm man that just seems to melt anybody. They're just like this. It could be a Cancer that's like that. They're just very jealous. This is just... I see parents fighting and the child's in the middle of it. The child's not able to speak. The child's not able to... And maybe some of you guys could resonate with your childhoods. Maybe it's not your children specifically. This could be in reference to some of your childhoods where you've witnessed a lot of your, the parents fighting. And saw violence. Emotionally neglected. Wow. Seven of Swords reversed. All right, get ready for these because it's multiple cards. So we have, I'm done. The Seven of Wands reversed and the Magician reversed with the Five of Chalices reversed. So thank God we talked about the 5 stages of grief and the final stage being acceptance, because this is where we're at, right? Like, we've broken free from the lies, the cheating, the stealing. Everybody's going to be exposed. They're going to get the book thrown at them. They're going to have to get a fucking lawyer for some people here that are dealing with that. And they're really going toe to toe, man. Somebody's out for somebody's money. Somebody's out for blood, And I feel like Seven of Wands reverse and the Magician reverse. It's like I feel like every time I see this now, it's not necessarily a bad thing, because any black magic that has been casted, or love spells, or things where it's just crossing you, goofer spells, the negative things, these things are being reversed here. I also see con artist energy with that, because, that's why nothing could ever manifest, or nothing could ever blossom into something real, because this person was an imposter. I also see that this person has potential, but doesn't live up to their potential. And they're jealous of everybody around them that chooses to live up to their potential. They're upset that, they're overcoming these things. Um, and they feel stuck, like this chariot reverse. They feel like they're running in place, and they always need to come from a place of feeling like they're able to control everything, but they really don't control anything. They seem to be overly opinionated. There seems to be a lot of opposition when it comes to your ideas. When it comes to your stance and beliefs, it seems to be that people are causing a lot of discord around that. And it could be, look, this person was reversed, and then he flipped after he flew out of the deck. I was getting ready to grab it, and he just, somebody's trying to change their ways. They're trying to come through, or they're waiting to be unblocked, or maybe somebody was unblocked, and this person is still on that youngin shit. You know what I mean? Some of us could be dealing with schoolwork. We're studying. We're doing something creative. We're painting. We're drawing. We're writing. Filling out some higher paperwork is what I see. All different things with these when it comes to our energy, yet there's still this very young-minded kind of energy. Justice reversed, we have Libra energy coming out. There's been a lot of illegal things being done that hasn't been spoken about. Somebody's been trying to keep under wraps. It's it's not going to go well. So it's not going to go well at all. Um, Damn. I mean, here's a Scorpio energy coming out. Somebody's like, look at how this looks. They're looking back. And then when it faces me, Justice is looking back at the newbies. And this way it's mirrored. And now he's having to face Justice for all the things that they've done wrong to people, the illegal things that they have done, all the things that they continue to do to this day. They probably still don't even give a damn, have no qualms about it. Tipping the scales every single day. Somebody's not able to move on from all of these different things, or to heal themselves, or to, you know, be open. I see that we're reclaiming our power, though. There's a lot of people around us that are just telling us things that they think we want to hear. Maybe they think that they can get something out of us, or maybe they're trying to see how much they can get out of us. They're checking our temperature. They're, seeing that we're not going to be their slave. We're not going to be their plaything. We're not worried about meaningless encounters. We're focused on staying balanced. We value our time, ourselves. We're standing in our power. And yet I still see someone is in jail now. Someone will go to jail. And someone will be getting their money back. A decision or ruling in court even will go in the person's favor that accumulated the good karma, obviously, and the guilty one's going to get the book thrown at them, and they will be going to jail. I also see there's a lot of people that are trapped in their minds. They're tormented. Some people could be hearing voices. Some people could be saying shit like that, pleading insanity. They're doing things that would deduce to them literally being insane. Um, there's a lot going on with that. All the staying up late, you guys, all the influences of the devil, where we're feeling like we're just at every turn, we're getting knocked down, it's shifting. Yet there's a pregnancy here, or something's going on. There's parents here that resent the fact that they had us. And that, I hate to say that like that, trigger warning. I should have said that beforehand, but there's a lot of resentment there with that because they hate each other. Using the child as like bait. Three of Pentacles reversed. I see the Knave of Wands coming back out, the King of Swords, at least he's in the upright, and then we have the Temperance. So somebody's coming in with direct communication, but we already know what it is. They're very young, young-minded, or they may have a kid, and they're talking about, hey, I want something long-term, you know, I want you to meet my kid, or like, you know, here's a situation where we could be speaking our truth, and somebody's going to tell someone the truth here. Someone has to write letters back and forth expressing that. We're maintaining balance with this here. We know that who they appear to be is not really what they are. Speaking our truth is definitely in our best interest, regardless of how it makes other people feel. But do it in like a diplomatic way, right? Like obviously, but if we know we need to cut some people off, that's what we're going to have to do, because it's just going to bring about some frustration here, you know? And we're trying to stay in this energy. Hey, you know, we celebrating and shit. This is where we need to stay. Focus on that. Turning this upright, you know, get creative. Release our frustrations through creative expression, writing, dancing, whatever it is that you're led to do. Two of Swords. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. So these cards wanted to come out and didn't even want to let me finish shuffling, girl. Ten of Pentacles reversed and the Moon reversed. Damn. All this deceitful shit is getting ready to get, you know, it's getting ready to come out. It's not quite there yet. There's so much on the subconscious level within the family, within the home, just every freaking realm of your life. It can even be school, workplace, friendships, all of the above. There's so much that you feel like you're left in the dark about. Somebody is thoroughly confused. And they're not happy. Someone's stuck with a loss in the family, you know? But they're not being open about that. They're not really, you know what I mean? Someone could be having financial issues as well. It could be a Pisces or a Cancer here with that Moon reversed. Broken homes, all these different things that just seem to be very devastating in many ways. Yet I see that we're now moving from that aspect of our lives, moving away from that energy and continuing to move forward into something more fruitful. And I feel like by keeping to ourselves, that is how we can enjoy this journey that we're taking here. Somebody is trying to have a vacation, take a trip somewhere. You guys may be visiting somewhere, someone is wanting to visit you. But there's a change of heart. Someone's attitude, they want to change their attitude here because just from seeing the numbers here collectively in this spread, somebody's going to end up exposing it all. We're staying balanced. We're organized. We don't allow any distractions to get in the way. We just keep moving forward, keep going onward and upward. And this is where I feel like emotionally we can really truly start our healing. However that applies to you, because that was really deep. Let me see, so these, okay, wait. There's a big old chunk of cards. So a chunk of cards just flipped in the middle of the deck. Let's take a look. So there's someone here that it could be a fire sign specifically, or again, a fatherly figure or a boss, where they are just very bitter. They'll cut you down. They'll put some shit on you that they did just to save face. This person is literally not learning their lessons at all. Always in the ego, always got to appear as though they're coming out on top, no matter who it hurts. Look at how he's in between these two swords. It's like, collectively, this dude has 9 swords. Let him go. And a wand, bitch. Let all the swords go. I almost felt that. Somebody is just, no. It doesn't have to be. Just apply it to your situation. Whoever's energy that identifies with who I'm saying, just follow. All I'm saying is, like I said, it could be a fire sign, it could be any of these damn signs. Everybody is here, girl. Just figure it out. But all this right here, this person is obviously having a hard time. Because now they're on their own after all of the losses. They're feeling defeated. Now it looks like all the swords that they threw at people, they're now getting thrown back at them. That also looks like to me. And all he has is this little wand to defend himself. Look at that. And then on the other end, I feel like we are surrounded by people that have this energy, right? Ego-based, insecure, always got to one-up, all that. But we're just trying to build our own thing here. Poverty consciousness comes to mind with this person. They're lost. 7 of Pentacles. Entrepreneurs out there, if you're running your own business out there, keep going. It will sustain long-term financial success for you. Keep continuing along your journey of spiritual healing. You know what you need to do. If you don't agree with what a spiritual advisor is saying, like I always say, find somebody else. I obviously must not be for you. I know who I'm supposed to attract. I'm not worried about that. But trust your gut. If something doesn't sound right, even though it sounds too perfect, looks too perfect on the outside and all that other stuff, all that glitters is not gold. Keep tending to your own thing. Invest properly. Find investors. These things will come the more you keep to yourself. I see a lot of 7s here that lead to seeking solace in solitude to be able to get to where you need to go. Don't allow anything or anyone to distract you. 8 of Pentacles. No, it's not hard. Just go check out those videos I mentioned earlier. Be proactive, baby girl. You got to start taking action. We are empowered. We have the power to set ourselves free. It's all about education. No bad juju has power over you as long as you are educated on what you need to do to get it off of you. Or maybe you're coming into contact with certain people that can help you with that. I'm one of them, but don't Don't set yourself up and say, I can't do this, because then you really won't be able to do that, because you're already setting yourself up to not be able to do something. Find a way to take action, make the decisions you know you need to make. And this is all about blocking people and keeping them blocked. There's a lot of inner conflict about this, because some of us may want something balanced, something real. Maybe we feel like we could have something like that. But yet there's somebody that doesn't want to express their emotions. They may not be a bad guy because he's in the upright. But yet there's something going on. This could involve jail, or this could involve them always being in their head. They could literally be hearing, they're not okay. They have problems. For some of you. Not all of you may be dealing with that energy, but I see that here. I also feel like somebody feels like they're trapped in their own mind about wanting to make an offer to us, because they're blocked here and we've decided to remain balanced away from them. Because the way that he looks placed in the spread anyway, is that he's looking to the future of what he wants to do. He's waiting for his release date, kind of, paired with that Eight of Swords. He's waiting to be unblocked, but it'll be a long time, if ever, because this decision has already been made to keep to ourselves. We know that that is what keeps us whole when we go back to this Lovers and Four of Chalices. We know that there are a lot of jealous people around us here. And if you would like to get a one-question reading, sweetie, you're more than welcome to do it through Super Chat or through PayPal. I also have Venmo and Cash App. All those things are linked in the description box below. Now, this right here, I see a mother that's very jealous. I see, a third party that's very jealous. Women in general, for the women out there that's dealing with a lot of this, catty women, sneak dissing, they're just completely they're not friendly at all. They're not warm. There's a lot of aggression. I feel like we know the decisions we need to make, going back to that Lovers. Because, again, we have a path chosen by God. Bam, there you go. And it's not about choosing a person specifically. This could simply be just, which path do you want to go down? And we already know where we need to go. Some of us may already know that we have to go it alone. Whatever this means to you, there's a path you already know you need to go down. And by keeping to yourself, meditating, clearing your mind, clearing your energy by taking spiritual baths. Contact me if you need help with any blockages. I do reversal spells. I do protection spells. I have spiritual bath kits. And of course, I have readings. So if you need to reach out to anybody, or reach out to someone that is trusted to you, it doesn't even have to be me. I don't even care. Whoever is trusted to you, or if you want to research, do what it is you need to do. And the only way you can do that is on your own. And deep down, we know that because of all of this shit. Frenemies. Sneak this and energy. I'm telling you, I saw that Knight of Swords come out earlier. Let me clarify this Knight of Chalices. Yes, Lakia, go ahead and email me, mistresslotus777@gmail.com. Okay. So we have the Six of Chalices. Yes, somebody wants a reunion. Someone from our childhood is coming back, or we're healing our childhood. We're finally able to fulfill ourselves. We may be looking back in some way, or someone else is looking back in some way, but they're looking at us finally attaining this emotional fulfillment, attaining this abundance. And I want to take one step further, because that's an interesting energy to have paired, because all that we're praying for will be answered. But be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. So be sure it's something that you want. And try to focus on something that you're striving for already when it comes to your goals, creative, your dreams, rather than a person. Because sometimes who we think we want is not who we need. Sometimes we just need ourselves at that moment. Let me see the Six of Chalices. Okay. So yeah, the Knight of Swords. Yeah, somebody's going to come in very quickly, wanting a reunion, wanting to make things right, wanting to establish this happiness again, but keeping to yourself is best for you. Someone knows this already. Justice reversed. Jail came to mind before I flipped this over and saw that it was the justice reversed. Somebody's going to jail. Somebody is doing illegal things, selling drugs, doing this, doing that. Somebody is telling lies, breaking the law literally, stepping outside the marriage. Now they're getting divorced. They're not making the necessary changes to transform themselves, regardless of the potential that they may or may not have. And I think some of us are realizing that. Show me the Knight of Swords, because this is getting juicy, bitch. Okay, so guess what cards came right back out, girl? The cards was like, we already told you, girl. The Death card reverse and the Knight of Wands reverse. This person is in and out of our lives. They will say anything, do anything. They'll try and rush you. Nah, fuck that. He's still holding on to some things, some burdens from, his past, his childhood. He's holding on to some burdens from exes that he still hasn't gotten over. He's holding on to all these different things that he will never face, because he's not choosing to reach his full potential, because he's choosing not to end something. He's choosing not to do better. He's choosing not to be better. There's canceled travel plans here as well. Somebody is going to get caught. They're going to have to come back. Somebody may have left the state or left the area they were supposed to be in. Breaking probation comes to mind. Somebody gets caught with someone's wife, some things go down, or just a lot of other things that's coming out right now that somebody's trying to quickly clean up. But it's because they have no self-control, no impulse control. And so I think that we'll start to pick up on that with certain people that may come in as new offers. And we may just decide to do away with it all because we've been there, done that, and we're not going to do it again. We've reached this certain level of clarity that we know this is a test of our faith in ourselves, faith in the divine. And we know that we will be able to work through these energies the best by keeping to ourselves, getting creative, getting into our artistic abilities, and staying focused on ourselves and ourselves alone. No matter how much pressure is put on you, no matter how much stress, remember the truth. And remember to speak your truth and stand your ground and hold someone accountable. Someone's being held accountable with all of this. Look at this. Okay, so first of all, the world's here, right? But we'll get to that in just a second, because we already discovered this is the test of your faith. You know the truth. Follow your intuition. Follow your heart. Follow what you believe in. And I feel like healing is in on its way. I see Aquarius coming in with this as well. Someone's wanting healing. I also feel like we're finding inner peace, outer peace. We're starting to see success, attainment, completion. We're starting to go out and travel to places we've never been before, or we're just making a move, making a shift. We are stopping the vicious cycle, cutting the ties or the spiritual ties to the generational curses that we've dealt with. I almost couldn't get that out, but to the generational curses that we've been dealing with. And that's going to be a situation that will cause you to fucking stutter, just like I did, because that's a lot to process. It's like when you do too much on your computer and and then there you go. That's kind of what I'm seeing and feeling with that whole thing. And this is good energy, though. I feel like we're making new friendships. The more that we travel outside of our comfort zone here, the more that we step out into new realms, new locations, no longer dealing with everything that we need to continuously rediscuss over and over or repair. We're not wanting to fix anything that's been broken. We're healing ourselves and we're moving forward into a new cycle. We know that, certain people just will not mature. We know that certain people just won't rise to the occasion because that is their choice. So we know we're basically being forced to have to walk away. So do so. And in doing so, we will no longer be sacrificing ourselves. And on that note, I'm done. Don't mind anybody that's overly judgmental. Don't mind anybody that's like this in your family that's an alcoholic or someone that, just is stuck in place. Don't listen to any of it. Someone that's codependent and insecure, they don't know what they're talking about. You know what I mean? And their jealousy seems to get in the way of all of their relationships. But other than that, you guys, that is what I have for you. That was intense as hell. But ooh, child. Y'all keep your head up. Stay strong. I may or may not stream tomorrow, so just stay on the lookout for me. But other than that, stay tuned for the readings. And until next time, stay blessed, not stressed. Peace and love.